first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support. Being able to just, y'all dropping comments and leaving such uplifting words is truly a blessing to me, and I really am thankful for that. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I'll love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift and how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very uplifting to you, or give you good vibes or good information you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, please go ahead and do so. Especially, fellow empaths that are needing spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes. Please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And let me turn this up just a little bit. Um, the background music meditation I'm using is called Cleansing, Spiritual Detox, Cell Purification, Deep Sleep Meditation Music, Healing Music. And I will post that link in the description box below. And today my video is about Twin Flame 101, Heyoka's seeing your signs surrounding your transition and transformation. I mean, there's so many things, we can be stressed out because of the things that we are working on, that we truly want the blessings in our lives, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. The universe, communicates with us all different ways. And I know you already know that, but it's a lot of things that when you're so focused on the things that are surrounding you, that might work your nerves. It might be a place you're not ready to, you're ready to move on from. You could be moving into living in a house that you really don't care for. It's just the surroundings, leaving reminds you a lot of negative situations that's happen around you, or there are certain situations about you could be in a relationship that you're trying to get yourself out of because it's a karmic situation, so they're blocking everything for you not to be able to move on. All these different things, they're trying to send you signs that things are going in your favor, but you have to just keep working at it, keep working, keep believing at it, being patient. I hate that word, but you know what, you have to be grateful, because it's just like when you haven't seen, you know you when you're tired of seeing the same situation over and over again, but you're thinking positive, even though certain situations might steer you back, you still try to see the positivity out of certain things. It's just like when you have to be able to psych yourself out. Yeah, today might not be that day I get my blessing, but just think about it. This is giving me more time for me to work on myself. So when I finally do get it, everything will be aligned, and a lot of times that's the reason why we haven't got it yet, because we're not, there might be certain things that are imbalanced, but they're trying to show you different signs within, we can be going outside in nature and, just to get you, a breather, like, oh God, let me go out in nature. Sometimes, us as empaths, we do that, especially with us as Heyokas. We're on that Native American tribe. So, Indians and Native Americans, whatever you want to call, let me call it politically correct, Native Americans, because I don't want to offend anybody. Go outside, everything speaks to you, especially if you're a Wiccan or a pagan or stuff like that. You get your answers from the clouds, from the stars, from the trees, how the wind speaks to you. It could be, wind can blow a certain way. You might hear a voice that's talking to you. Those are signs as well. What kind of animals do you see while you're in, nature? What kind of flowers are, sticking out to you? That could be getting your attention. Like anytime I see something I'm not used to seeing like that, even if it's a squirrel, or you can look up and you see a cardinal, or you see a blue jay, all these different things are letting you know the transitions are happening. A lot of times you're like, oh, I'm so ready to get out of this situation. I'm working hard, I'm manifesting, I keep, things are breaking down. That's another way you understand when things are starting to manifest, because things start breaking down left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. Things start acting up. Could be you're out there washing your clothes and stuff like that. And next thing you know, your washer breaks. And you're like, oh my God, I don't have any extra money for this. I just finished paying all these bills. All these things are, they're trying to replace things, to be able to be in the better. But it's just like you have to not worry about that. If there's something that you cannot change, you know what? Keep, like, oh, well, you know, just do what you got to do. You got to make it work. And you can't be focused on those certain situations, like when things break down, unless it's like your car or something like that. Next thing you know, there might be somebody in your family that's nearby can end up, I forgot what was it. I think it was an alternator for my car. And it was a couple of months ago and my car wouldn't start or something like that, or was having an issue. Next thing you know, my ex, one of his family members, he just found out about where we stay at in Georgia, because most of his family is in Florida and North Carolina. Next thing you know, they own an auto shop here. And then next thing you know, my daggone car got fixed, and it got fixed, 10 times cheaper than what it would have if I would have went to any other mechanic. And it runs perfectly. He said, you see how things work? I said, yeah, you see how things work as well. People that, are coming towards you. A lot of times you can, if you're like me, you look at the numbers that, mirroring each other, like 17, 17, 18, 18, 111, 222, 333. A lot of those as well is, letting you know your transformation, or allowing you to know, hey, we need you to let go of the old so the new can come in, or a door is about to open so that window, one door is about to close and the window is about to open. A lot of these different numbers are allowing you to know that your transformation and transition is on its way. While you're transitioning, you're transforming into something very beautiful. It's just like I love doing my one-on-ones. It's like when I do it, I get so happy when I'm able to, even if it's something I don't want to tell somebody, because it could be, all the way they look at it. Because I was like, ugh, well, let me. Okay, this is what it is. And, I always tell people, don't get mad, because it's like this is allowing you to know what things that you need to be able to fix in your life if you're wanting to be able to do that. There are certain things that might pop off in your life that might distract you on certain situations from your abundance. Because, like I told y'all, we're being tested left and right. But you have to also know, if you're being patient, you're helping others. When somebody comes up to you, I just had somebody in the store yesterday complaining about something around their house or whatever, or about their job. And I had to tell them, they always come and talk to me because I'm there almost every other day. And they were like, Roz, this and this and this going on, and I hate working this job. I said, you have to look at it this way. Be grateful, because some people don't have a job. There's people out here trying to scrounge out how they're going to be able to get their next meal. They're out here soliciting and stuff like that, trying to get change just to get something to eat. Look at it like that. And if you call off from work, I said, last couple of jobs I did have, I try not to call off no matter how bad I hated that job. Because at the end of the day, when you got that check, if there's something, I can see if you're sick or something like that. But if you just calling off just because you don't feel like going to that, you can't get mad when you get that check and it's already short. You have to be able to look at it. He's like, well, yeah, you know what? Thank you. I didn't want to, look at it like that. I say, yeah, you might not be where you at, but you have to understand there's people who might wish they had your job, and you're sitting up here complaining about it. If you feel like there's something in here that you might need to change, whether your attitude or your work ethics, do that. It's all corrective criticism. But if you feel like somebody just steady picking on you about certain things, talk to them about it. Try to understand why certain things are popping off the way it is. But it's just like with the person that was talking to me, he's always looking at stuff negatively. And so I can understand why things are popping off. It's like you're inviting that in. And I used to be that way as well, not actually looking at the blessing within the situation. Not being, when certain situations you're in, it can be very dramatic or very volatile or whatever. But a lot of times, it's just how you respond to it can make it worse. But if you can start seeing your situation as a learning technique for you to be able to understand, there's, with my situation, I'm ready to move on, part ways. But then I'm looking at the situation where it's allowing me to teach, to love beyond all understanding. to be able to forgive. Not everybody's equipped to know the things that you know, even though they might be older than you or younger than you. Everybody learns different ways on how things are presented to them in their life, how they're looking at it, what are they learning from certain situations. Because there's sometimes I have to tell certain people around me, hey, don't be going all the way out just because you don't like something somebody did. Don't make it any better if you go out there and seek revenge. That's the whole purpose on certain situations popping off. Don't sit up here and be trying to seek revenge because you're no better than that person, and you'll be end up receiving that karma right back. That's the reason why certain things pop off the way they are. Sometimes you have to understand some people don't have home training, all about how they were raised up, how they were brought up about certain things that they'll allow you to know. And it's just different situations like that. Seeing your situation is no longer, you might be tired of that situation, but if you're learning every day, this situation is changing me. It's changing me on the certain things that I need to, everything has to be balanced out. You're doing your spiritual based, practices. Then you're doing your material life practices as well as your spiritual. You have to have all these things balanced out, looking at your situation as that to empower you in a lot of ways. A lot of tragic situations, that's what mostly it is. It's not, it could be your situation on you trying to change it, but a lot of times you're being placed in certain situation where if you notice, you're like, Rosalind, I can't get out of this situation. I feel stuck. Number one, that's a mentality thing. It could be stuck for that minute, but it's like you're the reason why you're stuck because you're not learning what the situation has brought you. Or, a certain situation can come out back to you and is trying to teach you the same thing that you need to learn about yourself. All these different things, but allow yourself to see the signs that is being presented to you as give an indication. Yes, we see you trying. The universe sees you trying, but they also see it when you're just letting things happen around you without you putting in the work. You can't do that because if you want something in your life and you think you're going to sit there and just wait for it to manifest, it's not going to be that way. You have to be able to put that work in. You have to be able to make that sacrifice and do what you need to do to get that there. So it's just allow yourself to see the signs that are coming to you. Look at the numbers. Look at the things that pop off and people conversate with you. You might be wanting to manifest. Look at the things that you truly want in your life. Are you seeing certain things as mimicking the things that you want? It's like with me, I'm working on myself on healing on all levels, wanting, a solid relationship in my life as well as other things that I'm working hard for. And I'm blessed about that. I tell people, shoot, I don't submit, I'm celibate. I don't care. It's been over a year. I'm good. There's too many diseases out there, especially the crazy energy that people consume. You don't know who they're sleeping around with, and they could be bringing in all type of crazy energy. All these different, and plus, the diseases. I'm gonna say that again because there are things that they have not even placed names on it yet. So I'm okay. I'm fine with submitting towards myself because I can respect myself. I ain't got to worry about who gonna know my business. Is somebody gonna change their way they're looking at me because they got what they wanted? Or just having that self-esteem issue. You never know what is going to happen. So it's allowing me to do that. So I see a whole bunch of people are getting into relationships or getting married and stuff like that. And I tell them, I'm so happy for you. I'm really rooting for them, and I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy. I'm not going. I'm tired of hearing other people because when is my stuff coming? You're rejecting yourself when you do that. If you start seeing other people do things or whatever, be happy for them because that lets you know they're about to prepare you for something. You might not have what you have, but you're in that transformation of getting what you want. You're going to have to go through the sweat and tears. You're going to have to go through a lot of sacrifices. You're going to have to go through a lot of things. You're going to have to separate your life from, whether it's drugs, uh, alcohol, negative patterns, negative perception, having faith, having trust, as well as patience. Those are the things that you're transforming you to your transitioning you to your transformation that you truly need in your life. So allow these things to work in your favor. All if you have faith in the universe, you can already see that things are working in your favor. When they're telling you blessings are coming in an unexpected way, those are the things when people compliment you by, what, thank you. You didn't have to listen to me. I get that a lot of times. You're like, well, Rosin, I didn't want to seem a bother. I said, if I tell you, if you have any spiritual guidance or you need any advice or you just need somebody to listen to, there's a lot of times I can't sit up here and go back and tell people certain things, because there's certain things the universe don't want me to put out there, and I have to be understanding to that. But I've always left my doors open. Now if it's a specific time, like late at night, if it's something that's life and death, or it might make you feel like you're going to be volatile to your own life, please hit me up. I don't care if it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. But if it's something simple that can wait until the next day, because I tell people I'm on a specific standard time. Don't hit me up at no 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't care if it's a Friday or a Saturday. You have to respect my boundaries, respect my me time. I tell people that. But if you need to, I understand there's a lot of people that I deal with overseas in Lebanon, Pakistan, um, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. I've dealt with a lot of people over there, so I understand their big time gap is away from mine, especially in Germany as well and Australia. I talk to people there, but I leave me a message. If it's something very important, I'll try my best to go ahead and reply back. So it's just like I tell people, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger, let me know, hey, I'm a part of the YouTube family. I try to give out advice, or if I can't find the things that because a lot of people are like, Roslyn, I don't know how to, say it or whatever for it to make sense. I see you'll be surprised about the things people ask me. And I end up saying, oh, okay. If I don't know it, I always send people links about things to say, hey, these are the things you need to pay attention to. You might know who you are, but you might not know all the characteristics that goes on to it. So it's not like an insult or anything, but it's a point on you learning, you growing, you're manifesting, you're transition, you're transforming, you're elevating, you're ascending. So it's allowing you to know more about your gift, more about the things that you should look for when dealing with a gift. Because it's like with us Heyokas, we catch it. We catch it. Because there's a lot of people you communicate with, they'll be thinking you arrogant as hell. But it's not about that. It's like you're mirroring on things that, hey, if you're feeling some type of way about what my story is, that's not my fault. If I'm sitting up here bragging about it, that's a different thing. And then that'll be karma I have to deal with. But it's not about bragging about things. It's allowing you to know what I've been through, how I've been healing, how I've been helping others heal as I'm going through my transition of healing, what things I had to let go of, what things I had to look at differently, changing my perception, being able to understand why I'm in certain situations for what I am. My pain has a purpose. It's helping others to understand what they're going through, about what they need to separate themselves from them being able to look at things in a different level than seeing it in a negative way. Even though you might be in a negative trend, a negative situation, you have to be able to understand, what is this situation trying to teach me? What is it wanting me to know? What is the universal life? Because a lot of times we feel like we're being punished. I used to think that. There's times where you can see in my old videos where I would cry and I would feel like, I have family out there that knows about me and just tune me out. That is the worst situation to be at, where you already feel alone. But then it's just like, when I can see all the situations and the blessings I'm getting, I started my own family, and I'm blessed about that. I still have my dad, that's always there to support me, my best friend. I love him to death. And it's like more and more every day, he allows me to love him more and more every day, because he's supportive. Even though he's not here physically, he's there for me metaphysically. He's there for me spiritually. And that's what I need right now. Even though I'm completing myself, that's adding an extra bonus on being able to have that, that spiritual ear in your ear saying, hey, you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you. You have to be able to congratulate yourself, even if other people are not doing that for you, do it for yourself. Because a lot of people are probably envying you because of the strength that you're carrying, the things that you're reflecting out to people. Some people call it, is threatened by that. But don't stop your flow. Don't stop, because there's people out there is like that. But gravitate towards people that are going to give you that encouragement, that reassurance, that elevation. But allow yourself to see the things that are allowing you to transition to your transformation of being a better person, because their signs are showing you every day, especially when if you can be able to see past all the things that are going around you negative, and being able to focus on the positive, your blessings are coming to you every day, whether it's somebody giving you that words of encouragement, or you being able to allow somebody to vent to you about certain things that they need to just get off of their chest. Allow them to do that, because you might need that certain situation with somebody else. But that's giving you a blessing right there, when you're opening your arms, opening your heart out towards other people, for them to be able to receive that blessing of your knowledge, of how you look at things, about how the situations you might have been in, that they're allowing you to reflect it, like this is what it looks like towards you on the outside looking in, or the inside looking out. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all had to take off yesterday because I had channeled so much the night before with like 4 or 5 different people at one time and getting visions and downloads at the same time. My third eye was like sending so many powerful vibrations. It was feeling like my whole head was about to crack. So I didn't want to give off that type of vibration towards anybody. So I hope, it's TGI Friday. I hope y'all have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible for everything you do. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And, drop me a line. Let me know if you resonate or you're starting to see the signs because I send so many positive vibes out towards people. There's things you truly want to change in your favor, but trust and believe they are. You just have to pay attention to the signs. They're giving you like things are starting to change. So, drop a line. Let me know if you resonate. Give me a thumbs up, share, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I would love to give a post notification shout out to LB and Cosmic Ray. Much love to you as well. And I will see you on my next video. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart and sending so many positive vibes towards your way, especially, if you truly need that. So I will see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.